Disgust growing over vaccine protesters' Holocaust comparisons. Demonstrators seen wearing yellow stars, holding pictures of Anne Frank.
Here's a summary of the article.
At the National Holocaust Monument in Ottawa on Tuesday, they gathered to remember the Babi Yar massacre. At the solemn ceremony, which happened the same day provincial officials unveiled details of Ontario's vaccine passport system, there was little sympathy for those who had been protesting against such passports and vaccine mandates, some comparing themselves to victims of Nazi brutality. "It's a total desecration of the memory of those that were killed during the Holocaust," said prominent Ottawa lawyer Lawrence Greenspon, who co-chaired Tuesday's commemoration. Friedman rejects any such comparisons as not only wrong-headed, but potentially dangerous. There can be absolutely no comparison between torture and persecution, to getting a vaccine or wearing a mask, and quite frankly making such comparisons just trivializes the horrors of the Holocaust, she said. Increasingly, politicians are speaking out against such comparisons, too. At the commemoration on Tuesday, several speakers alluded to a key lesson of the Holocaust, that such evil is only made possible when others look away.
This post received a score of 37,000, with an upvote ratio of 84%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
I guess they didn't know that Anne died of a communicable disease in overcrowded, unsanitary conditions. In early 1945, a typhus epidemic spread through the camp, killing 17,000 prisoners, 75. Other diseases, including typhoid fever, were rampant, 76. Due to these chaotic conditions, it is not possible to determine the specific cause of Anne's death. However, there is evidence that she died from the epidemic. For those curious,
what's insane is there are Holocaust deniers who will emphatically state she didn't die in a concentration camp. And it's coming from groups you wouldn't suspect. Hint, not the far right, as if the culmination of everything the Holocaust was didn't include her.
I mean, that student is definitely not denying the Holocaust. Her full quote literally says, "What happens if there's another Holocaust?" She's just mixed her sentence up. By died in a concentration camp, she likely means in the gas chambers, rather than of something else like typhus.
Well, yeah, still it misses the point because people dying of bad conditions was part of the plan in an extermination camp.
A large number of people insist you separate those. And considering she's Jewish, I'm guessing she's simply grown up with those being different ideas than any malicious intent from her.
They are on the street protesting. She literally hid in an attic to avoid gas chambers. I hate these people. Stupid and self-absorbed.
They just wanna be victims so bad.
Oppress me harder, Sky Daddy.
Pikuach nefesh is the Jewish principle that it is not just your right, but your duty to ignore the restrictions of your faith if someone's life is in danger. We literally have it built into our faith that part of being a good Jew is inconveniencing yourself to protect other people. The only restriction is that the individual or set of individuals whose life is to be saved must be a specific, identifiable individual, and in this case I think it's fair to argue that the immunocompromised who have been dying by the droves from the very real disease we have effective treatments for now, qualify as specific and identifiable. I get really tired of fucking Christians hiding behind the Holocaust like their entire religious group didn't absolutely turn its back on the Jewish people just like nearly everyone else.
I am not Jewish, I'm a Christian who hates Christians, but is it okay if I screenshot this and send it to people? I'm dead serious. This whole thing is getting completely out of hand.
As a Christian, you must really hate what these clowns have done to your religion. They have perverted it into something really ugly.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.